out that way.
It's 11 miles total.
But we always, like, when we'd come to Thornton for
When I say Riverdale Road, to some of you, it's just a cool-ass 2 Chainz song. But for the rest of us, it's an urban legend here in Colorado that no one can dismiss. From Native American shapeshifters to ghost race cars, Riverdale Road is host to so many weird stories it makes it hard to decipher what's fact and what's just talk. But one thing's for certain, this 11-mile stretch of road in Thornton has secrets. Let me start off by saying, tappers, that this is part 1 of a 2, maybe even 3-part series on Riverdale Road. Reason being, there are just so many stories, so many differing factors as to why this road is haunted, that I quite simply need more time. Now, the footage you're seeing right now is footage from Saturday. Mile High Truth and myself were in the neighborhood and we just decided, you know what? Let's take a drive down Riverdale. I had never actually been on the road itself. Mile High Truth has, and seeing as we're going to be doing an investigative episode next week, by the way, hit the bell and make sure you're ready for that if you really want to see the investigation. That's going to be next week. But I thought it's equally as important to show you guys this whole journey. You need to see from day 1, just stepping foot on the road made it 100 times more real. It wasn't just a myth anymore. I was on Riverdale Road. And here's what I figured out. There are a lot of myths, like I said, regarding this road, but 2 of them stick out first. 1, skinwalkers. So in Native American culture, a skinwalker is a witch that can transform into an animal. And they usually don't do this because they want to fold your clothes as a butterfly. They usually do this for bad things. Skinwalkers have been known to roam cattle grounds or places where the dead are buried so that they can take those bones and the hair follicles and transform into these animals so that they can wreak havoc or gain benefit selfishly. Now, when I thought of Riverdale Road, I was like, well, what the fuck does that mean when it comes to skinwalkers? There are reports of people hearing Native American tribal drumming or chanting late at night, and it grows louder and louder, like it's following you as you go through the wooded areas of Riverdale Road. Now, I did some research, and the Cherokee Indian people are attached to this road. It didn't give me a lot of detail on it, and I want to figure out more before I get into that, but there was an article about that. Also, there wasn't a lot of wildlife on this road. So if there are skinwalkers, I'm interested in knowing what the hell they're transforming into and who they're wreaking havoc on when there's not very many people there. Needless to say, skinwalkers, we will see next episode when we investigate if there's more proof of these things being around Riverdale Road. But number 2, let's talk about the Phantom Camaro with 1 headlight that's said to chase drivers down the road in a game of chicken before trying to run them off completely. So, when I first heard that story, I was like, okay, what is this? Final Destination 8? What the hell? But after doing research, it was eerie, the amount of deaths in automobile accidents that have been on Riverdale Road. In 2017 alone, there were 3 deadly accidents. 1 with a 14-year-old girl, the 2nd with a man driving into a tree, the 3rd with a tractor trailer and a woman, and another incident of a body being found by the McIntosh Dairy site. Just a lot of bad juju. And when you actually get on this road, you can see just how thin and narrow the road is. There are basically no parts that you can pull off safely. In the dark, I can see where the blind spots would be. You don't know when the next curve is going to be unless you've driven that road before. And just add the fact that teenagers are getting drunk and high and wanting to go investigate ghosts, and you have a dangerous cocktail of disaster. So I can see why a phantom Camaro from someone that may have died in a car accident would be haunting that road. Next week's episode is going to be purely based on finding the haunted mansion in Hell's Gates. So there's a story that a man built a mansion that was very beautiful on Riverdale Road, and it housed his family. They lived happily ever after until the man went crazy and burnt down the house with his family sleeping inside before running off into the woods and disappearing. Now, again, when I heard this, I was like, okay, what scary movie are we trying to sell right now? But after doing research, I did find out there was a mansion that was built on Riverdale Road. And there was a family that lived there, and there was a fire in 1975 that burnt down the mansion. Now, legend has it that the only thing that survived the fire were the gates to the mansion, and that those gates were used by satanic cults in satanic rituals where they did animal sacrifices and a lot of bad shit. And I want to find those gates if they're still there. So the footage you're about to see now is us at Pelican Ponds, where it's said to be that the mansion was located. Now, Pelican Park is fairly new to the area, and it's said to be placed over the area where the mansion was. Now, like I said, this isn't the investigation, but I want you guys to see what we saw day one. So let me know what you think. Watch the footage. You see anything that you want us to investigate more next week when we go over there, comment below and let me know. Let me just welcome him in.
Yeah.
What's up, tappers? We're at Riverdale Road like I said we would be. Yeah, I told you I'm fucking live. Legally, might I add. We're walking around at Pelican Park, which is apparently the site, Pelican Ponds, which is apparently where the old school haunted mansion used to be. The Walport mansion, where the guy killed his family and then burned the place down. That was apparently here. So Hell's Gates, apparently right here, bruh. I think those are cumulonimbus clouds on the left, going north to the left. So the guy said in the article, parallel to the new Riverdale is like, the old Riverdale.
It's like right over here, like straight that way.
Yes. And at the furthest point eastwards towards the Platte River is where the old mansion was, the old site. And they used to have gates there, but I guess
this sidewalk is not.
The Satanists ruined the gates and they took the gates off and put a Pelican Park here. And we did see a fucking pelican.
As soon as we showed up.
Yep. And we did see also wild turkey on the fucking side of Riverdale Road.
Yeah, just cross the road.
Yeah, why did the turkey cross the road to get to Hell's Gates?
Dash cam. There's a sign over there that says something.
No trespassing. So we have to listen apparently for Indian chanting, ghost dogs, heartbeat sounds, ghost joggers.
It smells like shit.
Ghost joggers and... oh yeah, the gates of hell and Satanists. There is shit right there. Is that a snake?
No. Your shop circle.
Fuck your witchcraft. You're probably doing circles of protection.
We gotta go this way and then cut that way.
I don't even know if my footage is good when I do it like that. Right now, as of right now, I don't feel anything weird.
We're trying to get to that road by the river. That shit feels so old over there and undisturbed, you know, like the trees have been there forever.
Over there seems creepy to me.
It is creepy.
Definitely feels like Jeepers Creepers, you know? Like a scary movie like Children of the Corn.
This is like one of the biggest rivers in Colorado.
It's like a mountain lion, dude.
It goes far. even that river we saw down where the water thing is, that's where that lady crashed in. That's the same river. This goes all the way to like Fort Morgan. Oh, I'm confused. Look at the map before my phone dies. That's the closest spot that met the river that we thought.
Where are we? In the blue spot?
Yeah.
Furthest, because it's going that way.
I took it as like right next to the
saying,
river.
Like, it's furthest away from me. So it's closest to the river from where we were at in the truck. Closest
Which
to the
is
river.
where we're at.
Are these gates? Water.
Yeah, that's a marker for what that location is called. It almost looks like that was a path right there, see? Where it's like bald. Dude, something just makes me like not want to go in there, but want to go in there, but not want to go in there. Yeah. A lot of traffic's been through this way. See, look at bikes or something. See? See all these? Plus, this is just a shortcut. Whoa,
Sandy right
sand. It's like this was put here. It's like beach sand. Alright, let's go.
Going?
Well,
Where's the burnt tree?
why are people like riding bikes right this? They can't ride bikes in sand like this. Unless, I don't know what else that would be made from. Car? Maybe that's just car or truck drive back
Where's
here.
the burnt tree?
I haven't seen a burnt tree yet, but I've seen the picture of it, but I haven't.
It's like beach sand. Look at, there's X. X marks the spot.
Whoa. Oh, that's just 2 tire tracks? That is definitely an X.
Like tic-tac-toe. Look at this circle of grass right here. That's just circle of grass.
Whoa.
Just like they pop lilies right here and some shit like. This is an old school traffic circle.
And it like enters into that forest over there. The X marks the spot. It's fucking weird though. Why is it grass? Usually if it's greener like that, it's like water, you know, like more water. Oh, it just got cooler. Did you feel that?
Yeah, like by here. Alright, tappers, that just about does it for this first episode of Riverdale Road. Thanks for fucking investigating with us, man. Don't forget, comment below, let me know if you heard or saw something, or if you really want us to check a certain place out again when we go back. As for now, we'll see you for the investigation.